Are you carrying the pain that no one can see? Old wounds, buried emotions, and patterns that repeat again and again. Are you longing to heal not just your body, but your mind and your heart? How often do we say, I need some peace? But how often do we actually give ourselves the time to go deep enough for it? Presenting Amrut. Amrut is a 5-day online meditation journey, 3 hours a day to pause, to go deeper and heal fully. Balance your energy centers through chakra meditation.
Lying down for 10-15 minutes, I could feel my body shaking from all the energy that I was feeling. There is this soft sensation in like here in the third eye chakra all throughout the day. That is again a very blissful experience.
Tune into your body's wisdom with body healing meditation.
23 years back, I had some facial palsy because of some post-operative complication, and my left side of the face, it's like there was in some grades, and now I'm noticing the changes, the sensation, it's coming back. So it's almost after 23 years, so that's a great thing.
Align your thoughts with universal abundance using manifestation techniques. Step into clarity and confidence by reprogramming limiting beliefs and finding your true purpose. Reinforce self love and mental strength through positive affirmations. The heart of Amrut lies in group meditation. Even online, the shared energy of hundreds across the world amplifies your healing experience. Each session concludes with a Q&A with the great master, Mr. Chandra Pulmerasetti, where you share your journey, ask questions, and receive deep guidance. The longer you sit, the deeper you go. The deeper you go, the more silent the mind becomes. And that's where true healing begins, emotionally, mentally, and physically. Come out of your comfort zones, challenge yourself, because on the other side lies your greatest potential.
The meditations became a breakthrough. That's a breakthrough moment which in my life I found myself peeling away all the layers of distractions, fears, doubts, and finally connecting with my true self. And this connection wasn't just internal, but it opened up to an extraordinary relationship with my spirit guides.
Step into Amrut, the divine nectar of healing and peace within. Register now.
Namaste. Very good morning, good afternoon, and great evening, dear friends and masters. This is Namita Singh, along with my technical host Sagar. Warmly welcome you to our Sunday long meditation program. Let's start the session again with a Zen story about fear by Master Osho. A man walking in the night slipped and fell from a rocky path. Afraid he would fall down thousands of feet because he knew that just at the edge of the path there was a very deep valley. He just managed to grab hold of a branch that was overhanging that edge. And in the darkness of night, all he could see below him was a bottomless abyss. He shouted, and his own shout was reflected back. There was nobody to hear him. You can very well imagine that man and his night of torture. Every moment there was death below. His hands were becoming colder and colder. He was losing his grip. But somehow he managed to hold on. And when the sun came out, he looked down and he laughed. There was no abyss, Just 6 inches below his feet, there was a rock ledge. He could have rested the whole night, slept well. The edge was big enough. But as he insisted, the whole night turned out to be a nightmare. So, Master Osho says, from my own experience, I can say to you, the fear is not more than 6 inches deep. Now it is up to you whether you want to go on clinging to the branch and turn your life into a nightmare, or whether you would love to leave the branch and stand on your own feet. Both fear and faith ask you to believe in something that you cannot see. You have to choose, dear friends and masters. Yes, it is entirely our choice. Fear is the main reason for not moving forward in life, as it stops the growth, our progression, and limits the experience. And certainly, regular practice of meditation helps in reducing fear significantly, as we know that our life is being driven by the subconscious mind that has been programmed with a belief system, and most of the beliefs are limiting beliefs. And we normally suppress our interest and desire because we prefer to live in the survival mode. In fact, we are tuned in. And how meditation helps simply because it disengages us from our past. Meditation helps us to let go of the past. The past we know, of course, and the past that we don't know, like things from childhood that we don't even remember. As meditation is the process of emptying the mind, disengaging from the past by simply dropping it. So scientifically, it was observed that meditation increases the neural mass, the neural thickness. It thickens the prefrontal wall. As a result, we are able to learn more, we are able to retain more. And the fear center, that is amygdala, that is responsible for stress, anxiety, and fear, it simply shrinks the cell volume. As a result, the stress reduces as we regularly practice meditation. By simply understanding how the brain works, the limbic system, that is our emotional brain, and the neocortex, that is our thinking brain, we can understand how our emotions get regulated. The prefrontal cortex, that is there in the neocortex, is the key in building situational awareness. And as we practice meditation, we are able to strengthen this area. As our conscious mind handles short-term memory and cognitive tasks, while the subconscious mind drives behaviors and beliefs. It is often the analytical mind that acts as a barrier in assessing the subconscious mind. That's why we are not able to learn the new perspectives in our life or even listen to these. Meditation simply quietens this tendency, thereby we are able to understand our beliefs and fears. We are able to challenge them and turn them into choices. As the amygdala cell volume is shrinking, that is the fear center that is holding the past experience and fears. So we develop awareness. By letting go of fear based memories, the brain regions associated with empathy and situational awareness is simply growing. And besides this neural capacity thickening, there are adequate levels of feel good hormones in our body that help us to feel good, happy without any reason, regardless of any situation. This is how we stop building more fears in fearful encounters. We experiencing the feel good factors with regular meditation that helps us to disconnect from our immediate worries. It could be anything. For example, meeting a deadline or in stressful situation, meditation helps us to avoid projecting more fears. So this is how meditation greatly helps us in overcoming our fears. And Dr. Joe Dispenza has beautifully summed up what living in fear looks like in our mind and body. When we are living in fear, we are living in survival. And what we typically do is select the worst case scenario, like that Zen story by Master Osho, and then prepare ourselves for when it occurs. If you close your eyes and pay attention on your heart, and you can keep in your heart and feel it and experience it and pay attention to it. Dr. Joe Dispenza says that they see from the technology that they had built in time, not a very long amount, just a few minutes, we will start to see this very low frequency of the heart start going up, which means we can slow our breathing down. And when we slow our breathing down, we can slow our brain waves down. Dr. Joe Dispenza and his team had measured that thousands of times, like what emotion we want to feel when a future experience happens, whatever that is. Feel the gratitude, feel the joy, feel the freedom. Breathe and feel and feel and breathe and keep relaxing into your heart, keeping your attention nowhere else out of the millions of things you can put your attention to. There will come a moment when that energy will naturally start moving up to the brain. And when that happens, the survival center simply shuts down. The brain moves into alpha, and then that means we are in the creative mode. Yes, we can feel to be more creative, to dream, to realize that we are simply unlimited. We are as limited as we allow ourselves to be. Yes, dear friends and masters, the self you were yesterday is not the self you are today. During the previous day, your body replaced some 60 billion cells. You are a different physical being than you were the day before. This is what Dr. Dawson Church tells us in the book Mind to Matter. And positive thoughts provide our cells with an energy culture in which they thrive. This is what Dr. Bruce Lipton is telling us. And then there is another beautiful book on fear by Thich Nhat Hanh. And he has so well explained that the tools for addressing the roots of fear and liberating ourselves from its grip through mindfulness practice. He says that none of us were even safer when we were in our mother's womb. In Vietnam, they call the womb the child's palace. Baby is at the rest. Its needs are well taken care of as mother breathes and eats. for both of them, while the baby curls up, nestled inside its palace, warmed and soothed by the sound of mother's voice. Then, 9 months later, this Garden of Eden experience is ruptured when the baby is ushered into a world that is big and full of noise, bright lights, cold, and hunger. So, baby has only seconds to learn how to breathe on its own, as it will not, otherwise, it will not survive. The baby learns fear and immediately forms a desire to survive. This is the first fear that follows us during childhood and into adulthood. Most of us experience a life full of beautiful, beautiful, wonderful moments and difficult moments. It's a cycle, but many of us, even when we are most joyful, there is fear behind our joy. We fear that this moment is going to end soon and we won't get what we want or need, that we will lose what we love, or that we will not be safe. So, even when we are surrounded by all the conditions for happiness, our joy is not complete. Of course, what we normally do, we ignore our fears, thinking that they will go away. But as we resist, more we persist. If we bury worries and anxieties by taking any means, for example, watching movies or going out, eating out, or simply watching TV. But fear continues to affect us and brings us more and more sorrow. And we feel that we are simply, we have no power over it. But if we have the power to look deeply at our fears, then the fear cannot control us. We can transform our fear. Fear keeps us focused on the past or worried about the future. And if we acknowledge our fear, we can realize that right now we are okay. Right now, today we are still alive and our bodies are working fine. So, to acknowledge is to release. So, it is important to reconnect. And this is where this breath mindfulness practice helps us greatly. Buddha was also a human being and he also knew fear. But because he spent each day practicing mindfulness and looking closely at his fear, when confronted with the unknown, he was able to face it calmly and peacefully. There is again a story about a time when the Buddha was out walking and Angulimal, a notorious serial killer, came upon him. Angulimal shouted for the Buddha to stop, and Buddha simply kept walking slowly and calmly. When he caught up with Buddha and demanded to know why he had not stopped, he went on to explain, I stopped committing acts that cause suffering to other living beings. All living beings want to live, all fear death. We must nurture a heart of compassion and protect the lives of all beings. He was simply shocked how this person is so calm and instead teaching me. He wanted to know more. By the end of the conversation, Angrimal vowed never again to commit violent acts and decided to become a monk. How could the Buddha remain so calm and relaxed when faced with a murderer? We can think that yes, this is simply out of our league. This is just an extreme example. But each of us faces our fears in one way or another every day. A daily practice of mindfulness can be of enormous help. This is what the master says. So, fearlessness is the ultimate joy, and when we touch non fear, we are free. The author says, if I am ever in an aeroplane and the pilot announces that the plane is about to crash, I will practice mindful breathing. If you receive bad news, he hopes that we will do the same. So don't wait for the critical moment to arrive before we start practicing transforming our fear and live mindfully. So, yes, as we are practicing meditation on daily basis, certainly we must have realized that yes, we are getting more and more fearless, getting more and more innovative, getting more and more courageous, and ready to start afresh, or simply look each day as it comes with enthusiasm, with vigor. So let us start practicing meditation. Let us start having fun and frolic with our breath, dear friends and masters. Let me explain the technique briefly. First, we practice heart elevation technique, where we have to feel our beautiful heart. Just take few long breaths and place your hands on the chest area so as to feel your beautiful heart, the seat of all emotions. Relive any moment that makes you feel elated, that makes you feel joyful, that makes you feel overwhelmed. It could be from your childhood memories, or simply time spent with your children, or any vacation, festival joyously spent along with your family, friends. It could be anything, or you can simply visualize your future. By just invoking such elevated emotions, you feel connected with everyone, everything around you. You radiate that energy. You become love energy, you become compassion energy, you become gratitude energy. And after practicing it for a few minutes, simply get into that breath mindfulness meditation where you have to observe your normal natural breath. And whenever you feel distracted, come back to observing your breath again and again. Posture for both techniques remains more or less same, except that you have to clasp your hands, fingers into fingers, and place them comfortably onto your lap in breath mindfulness meditation. Otherwise, you have to sit comfortably in both the positions and cross your legs at your ankles. Make yourself most comfortable, and eyes have to be kept closed, come what may, as meditation is the journey inwards. So let us start having fun and frolic with our in breath and out breath, dear masters.
Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, Fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. We are in this powerful group meditation. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. When you observe your breath, My mind becomes empty. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness and blackness, that field of no body, of no thing. The field of consciousness. as a yourself. To experience that emptiness. That blackness. Inside of you, all around you. That's energy. All emptiness is energy. The quantum field of energy. This is the quantum field of energy. The field of all existence, the field of all creation. The more you are with it in this field of emptiness and energy, the more one you become. If you find yourself distracted in thought, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly and slowly go into that emptiness of no body, of no thing. Everything that you experienced or everything that you can ever think of experiencing is here in this field of energy as possibilities. The longer you stay connected to this field, the more you tune in to these possibilities, the more you draw that experience into your life. Stay aware of that field of light, that energy. As you merge into your breath, we are less matter, more emptiness and energy. When you become empty of thought, you lose the sense of matter. You experience that greater emptiness energy. You tune in to the limitless frequency. You become familiar. Friends, as we are merging into this field of possibilities, as we are clearer in our minds of thought, we have a beautiful opportunity to create a new future for ourselves. Our thoughts and feelings draw newer experiences into our life. When you intend clearly and when you experience that emotion of that intention deeply, friends, you reprogram your subconscious. You send stronger signal to the quantum field to bring that future into your physicality. Come on, dear friends, I would like you to, at this moment, imagine with your attention and your heart, imagine that a ray of golden light is entering your heart center. A ray of light of creation. And then notice and imagine that light expanding to slowly to every part of your being. And notice that light expanding and expanding and immersing your entire being. This light symbolic of creation, that creation energy notice it is dissolving. Everything. And I'd like you to affirm, dear friends, I want you to do this process with excitement. Friends, here in this field we are consciousness. We are existence with no limitation whatsoever. Affirm, I am open to your future, filled with joy and laughter. I release all judgment of myself and others. Come on, friends. You're in this field of consciousness. This is your greatest self. Talk to it. I want you to surrender and release that limitation, judgment, fear. I'm free from the need to criticize or compare. I am clear and calm. All limitations are dissolving. I am that greater consciousness. Come on, dear friends, I want you to affirm gratitude fills my heart. I see beauty in every moment, in every experience of my life. I'm deeply grateful to my body, to myself, to everything. I live in total freedom. I am free. Abundance is my second nature. I live and I attract abundance. I am this greater intelligence. Whatever I take up, I am successful in my own way. I live each day with purpose, with meaning, with deep satisfaction. Come on, dear friends, I want you to imagine and dream of this new future where you drop limitation, where you drop judgment, where embracing freedom, abundance, intelligence. Bring up the flashes of that future, dear friends, and feel that energy. How does it feel to be drawing that abundance into your life? To be living that abundance of wealth, of health, of energy, of knowledge, of relationships, of consciousness. Feel. Come on, dear friends. I want you to believe in the process. Shift your energies, dear friends. Feel it. Live that experience with no limitation, with no doubt. Whatever deeply and emotionally embrace, you manifest. Come on, dear friends. You are living your future. You're dreaming of that freedom. You're dreaming of that courage, that abundance. You are in gratitude. Every step of your way, feel it, dear friends. Whatever that is that you wish to experience, feel, dream, and let yourselves rejoice that emotion, that energy building up in your heart center and your entire body, dear friends. Feel it. How does it feel to be in that gratitude, to be loving, to be experiencing that abundance of beauty? Remember, the more you feel, the more you live, the more you heighten your subconscious to manifest this for you, to be in deep touch with the field. Dream. I am this infinite consciousness. I am that awareness. And from this nothingness of creation, I manifest everything. Feel it, dear friends. Recognize that you place great intentions. You primed your subconscious with imagination. Let it go. And feel that you're drawing that future. Be in that completeness that is manifesting for you. At the right time and place. Friend, all thoughts and all feelings and emotions are energy. I'd like you to be in a deep relaxation to let your body absorb these energies. And as you surrender this future to the field, I'd like you to be in that space of emptiness, relaxing deeply. I'd like you to take quick, short breaths. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Here you go. Inhale, exhale, 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 inhale. Hold your breath. Exhale. feel that. That's energy in your brain. Relax into it. Feel it. Relax. Relax, dear friends. I'd like you to quickly lie down, dear friends, wherever you are, without disturbing your meditation. Lie down. Take a comfortable posture, feeling the weight of your body on the floor, on the mattress, relaxing into it deeply. In that relaxing, comfortable posture, I'd like you to slowly drift away into the infinity of this universe and be a witness to whatever you may experience as you drift away, and let your body deeply rest and relax. Come back to your body. Come back to your breath. Place your hands over your heart. With your hands over your heart, express deep gratitude to all things and everyone for helping you be in this exploration of consciousness and for helping you create a new future with your imagination. Recognize that you are that intelligent awareness, that consciousness residing within your body, that sacred temple, that vehicle, helping you experience beautifully here in this plane. Bless your body and love it and invite it into a new life. As you come out of this meditation, why we recognize that in every meditation, we dissolve something of our past, and our mind is always reprogrammed with a higher will and higher wisdom, moving you towards your purpose. And be certain that your affirmations and intentions have reprogrammed your subconscious to draw the future for you from this very moment. Be ready to embrace adventures and opportunities with greater synchronicities flowing into your life. Recognize that all challenges are merely there to know more about yourself, to move you into your greatness, to gain greater strength. Embrace them. They're merely experiences. Express gratitude to all things and everyone, to your parents, teachers, mentors, to your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, everybody in your life. Your gratitude to this all nature, to this plant kingdom, that mineral kingdom, that animal kingdom, to that angelic kingdom. Gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent quantum field of awareness for helping you create this future, helping you stay connected in this future. Recollect your experiences from the session. feeling with certainty that a great new future is unfolding for you from this very moment. Whenever you're ready, and keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then may open your eyes.
Welcome back, dear friends and masters. Hope you had enjoyed the long meditation. Yes, so life is all about energy management. Where you place your attention, there only the energy flows. So forget all the reasons that it will not work. Just remember, latch on to one reason that it will work. Emotions do play an important role in our life, and meditation helps significantly in regulating our emotions. And there is no better way to regulate our emotions than to meditate. When your thoughts get better, every aspect of your life gets better, and there is no better way than to meditate. So yes, let's keep meditating. And there is an important announcement regarding the Amrit program. Here is an opportunity to tune into higher frequency, the higher intelligence. Let your body soak in more and more into this divine, miraculous healing energy. Yes, this program Amrit is taking off from tomorrow. I have shared the details. Timings are from 4 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. IST. So do attend this program, 5-day program, and do spread the information among your near and dear ones, dear friends and masters. So with that, we can wrap up this session. If you would like to ask anything or share your experience, you are more than welcome. Platform is open. Anyone would like to ask something or say something? Okay, then we can wrap up the session with that beautiful music track. Over to you, Saga. Or if I may narrate a beautiful instance from the book Dr. Joe Dispenza. There is a talk about Nathan Sharansky, an Israeli politician. He was a human rights activist. He had to spend 9 years of his life in extremely difficult condition in 1970s and 1980s. He was put in the jail in Siberia, and you know that Siberia is the coldest place in the world. He was kept in a dinghy cell. How he survived, dear masters. He didn't succumb to the fear that yes, he simply will let go his life as a waste. He simply, what he did, something out of the box. He was fond of playing chess. He played the game of chess in his mind. The coordination of the chessboard he set mentally in his mind and played the game against himself only for 9 years. What he gained out of it? He could keep his neural network intact, the gray mass. And since it was rich, his prefrontal cortex was rich in gray mass, he was able to have sound mind. And when your mind is sound, then nothing can simply stop you. This is how he survived. And later on, he went on to beat the world chess champion Garry Kasparov in a simultaneous exhibition in Jerusalem. So this is what is a very inspiring example that yes, you can always surpass, overcome any kind of situation, any kind of adverse situation, and turn challenges into choices. With that, keep meditating, dear friends and masters, because this is how we can enjoy our life in the most fulfilled manner. Thank you. Thank you for joining. See you again in the next Sunday long meditation. And of course, do join Amrit program, and Prana is also there. Thank you. Namaste. Have a great day. Thank you, Sagar, for being that gracious technical host.
I was searching, I was looking for meaning. I was wondering, desperately trying only to see I have nothing missing. Who said I have to